Hello, fellow creative people. Let me hope we are all doing well and we are all doing great. This is Munya Scripts from Munya Scripts Lifestyle and Gary Films Production. Okay, so today what we are basically going to be discussing about is music. Okay, so and our question that we are going to be discussing about what this person happened to ask is there any does anyone know of a free way to copyright your song you have written? Maybe let me say, the copyright here that we basically share that we usually talk about is this copyright on copyright.gov. Okay, so now this friend of ours comes up with a question. Okay, telling us that asking us, does anyone know of a free way to copyright your song you have written? So the answer, um, he continues and says, because that is the title, he continues and says, not sure if this is the place to ask, but I have written some songs and I am hoping to find a free but also safe way to copyright my songs so they can't be so that they cannot be stolen if I share them on social media. So this person has been replied by over 13 comments. Okay, and these are the comments. One of the colleagues has said, you have copyright as soon as you document the creation, either by making a recording or writing it down. So if someone takes your song, then it is up to you to take them to court for damages. At that point, it will be valuable to provide when you created the song. In the old days, we would save the music on media, but it is a selected envelope and have the post office postmark it. But it is more or less a moot point. It's extremely difficult and expensive to prove copyright violation. Most musicians do not have the means to reimburse you. And unless you are already a proven artist, it is difficult to prove damages. Unless Taylor Swift steals your song and makes a billion off of it, it is probably not worth your time to pursue it. Yeah, this is it. That is like the challenging part about copywriting music. You're paying them either $35 to $55, but you find that the person you're suing has not made any money. So if you try to report this person and they try to pursue the case, you may find that you have even invested in more than you expect to like get from this person. So it is a little bit difficult. Then poor man's copyright. This man says poor man's copyright. I have a few cities and jump drives like this. That does not work. Back in the day, we would send ourselves a recording and lyrics in the email. So we discussed this and it becomes an issue. The date is stamped by the post office and you can open it in count. So the best way we could do it nowadays, you could even release it on streaming platforms or distribution platforms, and you're given barcodes, ISR, C, that stuff that basically shows when you released it. It is even given a barcode that is identifying it from any other person's music. But at the end of the day, someone can re-upload it and even schedule it. There is also the method that we discussed about when we said that you release it, then on exporting, a computer puts their stamp marks of when it was produced, when it was released. And a colleague of ours said that nowadays people can use computers and change all that. So typically, and copyright all laws work in a way that the first one to register is the copyright owner. So if I register your song first, it basically means I'm the owner. So it is really difficult for you to come and win me. So it is a little bit difficult if you didn't copyright. But we've also showed you that these people cannot compare. That maybe this artist submitted a song that is basically similar to the previous song that was registered by any other artist. So that is also something that is basically difficult to identify. Then technically speaking, at least under US law, and I am pretty sure under the International Copyright Convention, your work is copyrighted as soon as you publish it with the copyright symbol and the year and your name. Are you getting it? This one has told us that technically speaking, at least under US law, and I'm pretty sure under the International Copyright Convention, your work is copyrighted as soon as you publish it with sorry with the copyright symbol and the year and your name. Unfortunately, in order to be in a position where you might prevail in court if you brought suit against someone you felt had infringed your copyright, you would have to either have already registered that copyright with your national copyright agency, or you would have to do it after the fact, which arguably might make it more difficult to prove your unregistered copyright precedent. Any copyright by the alleged infringer. Okay, so this means that yes, you are the copyright owner the moment you release something or you publish it out. But if you are to go to court claiming that this person did this and this, this person took my song, maybe copied some verses from my song, it basically means that you need to register that song with copyright. That is when they are able to defend you. Then registration in advance allows you to sue for attorney's fees, in addition to the statutory damages for copyright infringement. If you have not registered or registered after the infringement, you cannot collect attorney fees. You can still win an infringement case without a registered copyright, as far as I know. That the only big defense. Okay. This person comes in and says a modern potential variant on the old, and generally discredited. Mail it in a registered letter to yourself. Tactic might be to publish the work in Avenue, where uploads are documented and dated, providing a virtual paper trail that might help you establish prior authorship and publishing. For instance, when I set up my songwriter blog, I elected to upload the recorded media to archive.org with the personal copyright date and my name attached to each track. Not only was it much less headache than establishing my own audio database on the website, it provides at least a semblance of an evidentiary trial. So at least you email it where they could maybe offer a receipt, maybe it is paid, whereby you are able to publish who wrote, who did what, everyone. And the date is mainly key. So that if you are to sue someone, if you are to go to court with someone, you have an earlier date, okay? that they have. You get it? So that is said, in my not limited experience, it has been extremely rare to hear of tracks by unknown or lesser known artists being ripped off by anyone other than copyright scofflaw or copyright scofflaw. Free music streamers, typically located in the third world, effectively beyond the reach of copyright conversion and enforcement. Okay. This person goes ahead and says, that said, in my not limited experience, it has been extremely rare to hear of tracks by unknown or less known artists being ripped off by anyone other than copyright scoff. So this person is like trying to mean that some musicians go on, and mainly in the third world countries, maybe in the developing countries, they go ahead and redo people's music, people's content without maybe uh, following the right ways, or doing it the proper way. So that is also there. And these countries are out of copyright infringements and copyright stuff, so they know nothing basically. Besides that, they know nothing, because however much they would love to like contribute, they know nothing. Then this person says, I am a degree in songwriting student. They advise us to sign up to PRS, and that way your song is protected. It is one of the fee of 100 euros. It is worthy if you are concerned and want to protect your art. Another industry tactic, but this only applies to the UK, is to send an email to yourself with the recording of voice note of it. Okay, so this way it is dated of when you created the digital asset. What country are you from? I can dig out my notes on stuff for you. So, okay, so this person is like asking for which country we come from. For me, I believe that those in the UK use PRS. Those in USA use BMI. They can also use SCAP. They can also, but those do not copyright. Okay, they don't copyright. Those are performance royalties organizations. Those are performance rights organizations. Okay, so then this one says you can register it in some Creative Commons license. Okay, .org. Okay, let me come here. See, theoretically it is yours if you post it online, but it may be easier to prove if someone steals it if you have it registered in a more official place. So when you have, for me I would say, if you use the after like producing your song, register, give it a distributor to distribute it, register it with the PRO, and then with the songtrust. Okay, that is basically, I happen to share that platform every video I happen to upload here on YouTube, and also it is going to be in the description of this video. Visit Songtrust and collect your mechanical and performance royalties from your music. You have sung for maybe 10 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 1 year, or even 5 months. You already have money. Okay, so what you should do is to register with what? Songtrust, and collect that money. Then the other thing is you can register with Distrokid and distribute your music to places all over the world. Okay, all over the world. Okay, join today. Thank you.